Hello guys, welcome back to class. This is your original OMC Ninja, Mr. Henry. Hello guys, how are you all doing? I'm joking here. Remember to keep safe. Remember to wash your hand regularly. Always make sure you have a hand sanitizer close to you. Welcome to the ICT practical class for today. And today we're going to be looking at the new section of document production, and that is going to be tables. In our last class, we talked about creating styles. We also looked at how to modify these styles and how to apply the styles to your content in your document. So today we're going to look at a new section, and that is talking about tables. Come along with me as we get into the class properly. See you on the other side.
In this video, we'll see how to work on the tables. We can create table, delete table, insert, we can cut, copy, paste and do many things with this table itself. But in this video, that's a part 1 video of table, we'll see 3 things: how to insert a table, we'll see how to work on table styles, and the third one we'll see for the table styles options. So let us see that. So I'll just go to the new page now, and I'll create a table here. Yeah, so I've come to the new page here. How do we create a table? Creating table can be done by many methods. You can just first go to the insert tab, click on this insert drop down. Once you click on that, you can select the size of the table yourself like this. If you want to select some few columns and few rows like this, you can select. And as soon as you select, it will be drawn on the sheet, page itself. That is one method. Second method is, I'll just press Ctrl Z to go take it back. Second method is, you can go to the insert tab and you see there's an option as insert table. So once you click on insert table, you'll get a dialog box. It will manually ask you how many number of columns and how many number of rows you want. So by default it says the number of columns are 5 and the number of rows are 2. So I'll try to increase that. Rows and columns would be 5 and I'll click on OK. So you see there are 5 columns and 5 rows which I've automatically got it. So this way you can create a table. And now once I create a table, I'll get this 2 tabs. One is the design tab and second is the layout tab. In this design tab, you can work related to all the coloring part, you can do the formatting, and layout you can work on structure part of the table. So let us see with the design tab, and the first thing is I'll show you how to work on table styles. So I'll just click on this drop down. These are all the inbuilt styles available by Microsoft Word. So you can select any one of them. Let's say I'll select this black one, and you see the first row is been highlighted because it contains heading of the table. The alternate rows are given here, and if you observe, alternate rows have been colored, right? Alternate rows have been colored. So that is nothing but known as banded rows, right? Alternate rows are colored. Here if you see, that is the table style options, banded rows. So if I click on banded rows, observe what will happen. So I'll just select it. You see what happened. If I click on that, it came back. So alternate rows will be colored. That is nothing but banded rows. I'll just remove that. I do not want. Next, if you see, there's a banded columns. Right now, the columns are not colored. But if I select here as banded columns, see what happens. Alternate columns will be colored. You can say as banded columns. So if I deselect it, it will go back. Right, so that is playing with the structure part. Playing with the design part itself. Next is, if you see, there's a title column. Okay, title column is colored into black. If you want, you can remove the color by just clicking on this header row. If you click on the header row, that will go back. So why we are doing that? When you represent a table, it looks good when this is proper heading part. You can show them that's a proper heading part itself. Similarly, if there is one option, I'll just select one of them again. Yeah, like this. Now if you see, that's the first column and that is the first row which is highlighted. First column and the first row. That is nothing but a row header. That is the first column. If I click on this first column, see this first column was highlighted. Now it has been removed itself. So that is the first column. Similarly, for the last column I have selected and the last column got activated. There's one more very important thing, that is nothing but a total row. So if I click on total row, usually the total is calculated in the last row itself. So that has been highlighted. So I'll just remove this total row. Total row, you can write all the formulas, functions and everything. So I'll just remove this last column itself and the first column. So this way, if you want, you can add the table styles like this. There are so many table styles available, and if you want to create your own table style, you can just click on this new table style, right? So if you click on this new table style, you can do loads of formatting related to the table styles, and then you can click on OK itself. So right now I'll not go into that, and I'll just come back to the place. So this was the topic which I have completed in part 1, how to insert a table, how to create different table styles and have the working with table style options. So that's all for this video. In this video, we'll see how to work on the tables, some more few features. This is the table part 2 topic. Now what are the topics I'll be covering? If you see this yellow color highlighted, how do we insert rows and columns? How do we cut, copy, paste rows and columns? And how do we delete rows, columns and table itself. So let us see that. If I'll scroll down, I've created a table here. I've written some data, employee ID, names, age, days and amount. Some data I've written here. Now the very first thing is if I want to insert a row and a column, anything. So I'll start. If I want to insert a row, how I can insert? It's simple. I can just click on this place. If I have a mouse, how I can do it? I can just click on this plus button. So if I click on the plus button, a row will be inserted between this A35 and A95. You observe here, I'll click on this plus sign. Yeah, so a row is inserted, blank row is inserted between those. Similarly, if I want to insert a row between this column heading and here, so I'll just click on this place and I'll click on this plus sign. So this way it can be inserted. If I do not want, I can just says undo. So it will be removed. So this is how you can insert a row. If you want to insert a row, insert a column. When you have a mouse, you can do the same way. You can just keep your cursor at this place like this using mouse, and you can just click on this plus sign. So you just move your mouse and you'll get that arrow key like this. You just move your mouse and you'll get that kind of arrow key here like this, and you can click on this plus sign. So if you do not want, you can just press Ctrl Z. If you want, you can bring it back itself. Now this was how you insert rows and columns. Now there's one more method using the menu bar, or you can see as the tabs. How do you insert? Simple method. I'll just keep my cursor in this names column. If I want to insert a column before this, insert a column before this column, I can go to this layout tab, and you see that is nothing but rows and columns. I want to insert above, below. I want to insert above and below. No, I want to insert on the left hand side. So I'll just click on this insert left. You observe what will happen. So insert left, a left column will be inserted. Similarly, if I keep my cursor here and if I want to insert a column on the right hand side, so I'll just click on this insert right. So you observe how it is done. So this is how we can insert a column on the left and right. Now you want to delete the empty columns. How you can do that? You can just select this way. So you can use your mouse and select, control click. I have selected the entire column. You see you have to use this mouse, this arrow key. When you get this down arrow key you can select this columns, and then if you want to delete, you see in the layout, in the layout you might find this option. Anyways, you can just keep your cursor. The other method, just keep your cursor, go to this delete, and you can select as delete columns. So if I click on this delete column, see what will happen. This column where my cursor was there got deleted. If I click on this place, select this delete columns, it went back, right? There's one more method. When you have a mouse, you can just select this way, entire column, right click, and you can see as cut, or you can see as delete columns. One and the same method, you can see as delete columns. So this way columns got deleted. Now similarly, if you want to delete rows, how you delete it? Similarly, I'll select this entire row like this. So I've selected entire row, and I can right click and delete this way. Right click and I can see as delete rows, this method. So the row which is given here will be deleted. So this row got deleted. Other method is if you want to delete rows by this method, you can select that like this. So you just keep your cursor in this any cell number, you do not have to select, and then you can go to this delete and you can see as delete rows. So this A28 will get deleted. So you see delete rows, A28 got deleted. So this way you can insert columns. I've shown you how to insert columns before and after, how to delete rows and columns. There's one more thing, how do you insert rows, right? Suppose I have my cursor in A35. I want to insert a row above that. So you can use this option as insert above. So if I click on insert above, a row will be inserted here. I'll click on insert above, you see here. Similarly, if I keep my cursor at A35, I want to insert a row below that. So I can just click on this below option, right? So this is the method by which you can paste it, right? So our rows and columns can be inserted by the long cut and the shortcut method also. Let us see the next one. If I want to cut, copy and paste, how do I do that? So I'll first show you cut and paste, right? So how do I cut the first column, that is employee ID. I want to cut it and paste on the right hand side. So simple is like you have to first select the column here. You can select this column here. Then you can use the option in the home tab as cut, okay, or you can press Ctrl X, right, or else you can right click, any of the method. Either click on this place or press Ctrl X, or you can just right click. So I'll just use the mouse, right click, say as cut. So from here it has been cut and I want to paste it on the right hand side. So I'll just right click here and I'll say as paste. You see, once I click on that paste, a column will be inserted. So this way it is cut paste, right? Cut paste. So I'll just resize it. Okay, I'll just go to this layout tab and I'll say as distribute rows like this. Yeah, now it's better. So what I've done is I've cut and pasted on the right hand side. Similarly, if I want to copy paste, how do I do that? So I'll just select this column here, okay, right click on this column, okay, right click on this column and say as copy. And if you want to paste here, similarly, if you want to paste in this place, just right click and say as paste. So I'll just right click and say as paste column. So this way copy paste is done. You can see copy paste. Same applies for rows also. Rows you can cut, copy, paste similarly, right? So I hope you are able to understand. The last one I have left with, how do I delete the entire table? Deleting entire table is simple. You can just go to this layout tab, click on this delete, and you can see there's an option as delete table. So the entire table will go away. So I'll just click on this delete and the table gone away. So I hope you have understood how to work with inserting rows and columns, how to cut, copy, paste, and how to work with this delete rows, columns and entire table. So that's all for this video. In this video, we'll see the next part of the table, that is part 3. The topics are how do we resize the rows, columns and the table, and also how do we split and merge all the cells. Let us see that one by one. And I have created some data at the this place. You see that's an employee ID, that's a database, the names, age, days and amount. Okay, so if I want to resize the cell size, how do I do that? It's simple. I'll just keep my cursor at this place, let's say this one. Okay, and now if I want to increase the height of this row, okay, if I want to increase the row height, what I can do is I can go to the layout tab and I can go to this cell size group, and you see there's a height option. So if I increase the height from here, the height of this entire entire row will be increased. So you observe what will happen if I keep on expanding it. The height of the entire row is getting increased. Similarly, if you want to decrease, you can do that, right? And if I want to increase the width of this column, okay, you can select this option as width. So I'll just increase the width, and you observe the width of the column is getting increased, and similarly width of the column is getting decreased, right? That is for one column. So every time you have to keep on doing for all the columns, so it is a tedious task. Why not I do a shortcut method by just resizing all the columns and rows into equal size. So how do I do that? So just keep your cursor in any cell, okay, and you can go to the layout tab. If you click on this distribute rows, what will happen is all the rows will get the equal height. Okay, so if I click on this distribute rows, all the rows will get equal height. Observe here, this height is bigger, this height is smaller, this height is bigger. So if I click on this distribute rows, observe all the columns have equal height now, right? If I click on this distribute rows, now what about the columns? This was for the rows. What about the columns? This column is bigger size, this one is smaller size, this one is again a smaller size. If I click on distribute columns, all the columns will have equal width itself. So I'll just click on distribute columns and you observe all the columns will have equal width itself, right? So this way you can properly format your table as per your requirement. But if you observe carefully, this text which is given as database, it is not properly satisfied in this equal height, and the person cannot see it properly. So what I'll say is, I want to auto fit the contents. Any text which is written, I want to auto fit. So I'll just click on this auto fit, okay, and the text will be visible. If I say auto fit contains, this content is properly visible in just one line. Okay, it has taken auto fit. That means whatever space it required, it will take that, and rest it will neglect. So you see, maximum space is taken by amount, so that is the size. Maximum space is taken by this word employee details, so it has taken that size. But if you observe, the place which is given here on the right hand side, it is not utilizing it. So I can say as auto fit the window, utilize it maximum. So I'll go to auto fit and click on this auto fit window. So once I click on auto fit window, a minor change was there, but it has taken the area in the entire window itself, right? So this way you can work on resizing your columns and rows and also the entire table itself. Let us see the next part. If I want to split the cells, why I want to split the cells? The reason is, if you observe the entire, this is the heading of the table. I want in the entire row. So how do I merge all the cells? Simple. Select all the cells here like this, selected all the cells. Then you can go to the layout tab and you see there's a merge group given here. In the merge group, you can select this option as merge cells. Merge cells will merge all the cells in that selected area. So I'll click on merge cells. Now if you observe, the cells are merged and I can see that is the heading, right? That is the nothing but heading of the table itself. This is how we can merge it. And the next one is for splitting cells. I want to split only this cell into multiple columns and multiple rows. How do I do that? So I'll just keep my cursor in this cell, and if you want to split, you just click on this merge group and you can click on this split cells. So if I click on split cells, I'll get a dialog box. The dialog box says how many number of columns and how many rows do you want. So I'll say yes, I want number of columns as 2, and how many number of rows you want. I'll just increase it to 2 itself. Okay, so 2 columns and 2 rows. This cell will be divided into 2 columns and 2 rows if I click on OK. So you observe 2 columns and 2 rows have been divided itself. So this way it can work for splitting the cells itself. So merging and splitting. Now the next one is, if I want to split the entire table, right? Table into 2 partitions. How do I do that? Keep your cursor at any cell. Let's say if I want a table, the place where a cursor is blinking, above that one table will be created. Okay, above this, and below that the another table will be created. How do I get that? So I'll just keep my cursor at this place, A35, in any place, and any place in this row. And if I click on the split table, my table will be splitted into horizontal manner. So if I click on this split table, observe, so from A35, anything whatever was in the upper place, it has created another table. Below the portion has been created a separate table itself. So you observe here, I'll press Ctrl Z. Now what I want from A45 a separate table to start, and above A45 a separate table should be there. So I'll keep my cursor blinking in A45 and I can click on split table. See, A45 a separate table is created. This has been given as the column heading, right? So this has been given as column heading, and separate table has been created. If you do not want, you can just go back. You can see as Ctrl Z. Okay. because this two tables are given, these are two separate tables, they do not have any relation between them, right? So this way we can, I've shown you how to work on resizing the rows, columns and the table. Also we have seen how to work on split and merge cells. So that's all for this video.